actually managed to finish a book. Wow! When I was young, I could finish a book in a day. To finish a book in a week, now that I'm old, is amazing. So let's celebrate. Hello YouTube, Ash here and welcome to another episode of Special Talks. Today I will be doing a book review and I will be reviewing The Three Secret Cities by Matthew Reilly. Now The Three Secret Cities is a Jack West Jr. adventure and follows up events that happened in the Four Legendary Kingdoms. Full disclosure, Matthew Reilly is one of my favourite authors, so I was really looking forward to this book. I was so desperate to get it, and when it finally arrived, boom! Yes, I actually managed to finish it in a week, which I mentioned, which being an old guy who's busy with life, YouTube, family, is impressive for me. Don't at me. I think right now there's 3 authors that I actually stop everything, well, as much as possible and read, and Matthew Reilly is one of them. The other one is Chris Carter, which is basically thrillers, and Derek Landy, which is fantasy adventures. Those 3 authors, when the new books arrive, I'm just going to stop everything, well, as I said, as much as possible, and read them. So yeah, I was super hyped for this book, and it didn't disappoint. However, I have to say this straight up. Please don't hate me, Matthew Reilly, if you somehow watch this. I wouldn't recommend it for people who want to start out with Matthew Reilly, you know, because the Jack West series, you can kind of read them as standalones. However, if you start from 7 Ancient Wonders, you will get much more entertaining out of this book because you will know the characters, because most of them keep appearing, even though some die off, some, you know, I'll get that later on. But yeah, you'd get a bigger picture of the story. However, saying that, you could start with the Four Legendary Kingdoms as sort of like season 2. So it is a kind of a good starting point. However, I would always recommend starting from 7 Ancient Wonders. If you do want to read Matthew Reilly, and you definitely should, because he's a fantastic author, I would suggest trying Temple or Contest, or even Ice Station. Now, Ice Station is a Scarecrow novel, which is one of his best characters, probably my favourite character he's created. Although he has a number of Scarecrow books, these can really be read as standalones, and Ice Station is probably the best of the best, and it's just pure adrenaline and fun action. It's sort of, as I always say, an action movie in a book. Also, The Great Zoo of China is fantastic, which is sort of like a Jurassic Park but with dragons, so yeah. Who wouldn't love that? So the plot of the book: following the events of the Four Legendary Kingdoms, Jack West Jr. kinda made a mess of stuff at the end. Now he has to put it right and save the world. To do that, he needs to find 3 legendary weapons and 3 legendary cities. However, it's not going to be that easy, as due to his actions at the game, he's now being hunted by assassins, bounty hunters. So he has to escape these guys and save the day. And that's the plot. So as I said, Matthew Reilly's books are hard, fast, adrenaline pumped. They're sort of like a Michael Bay film, but in a book. They're page turners and they get you excited, you know. Okay, they're not the most realistic books in the world, but he's not setting out to write something realistic. He's setting out to write something fun. And also, they're not that historically accurate, but again, poetic license to make a good adventure, a fun adventure. So yeah, those are the negatives. Don't pay attention to them. There's not really anything to hate. If you know what you're going into, you will enjoy these books. So now to the positives. This is once again a really high adrenaline action adventure, which is really exciting with lots of great stunts and really great action set pieces. Unlike the Four Legendary Kingdoms, which was condensed in one place, this goes back to the old school Jack West Jr. adventures, where they globe trot. They go to London, they go to Venice, they go to lots of different places, which I won't mention. And being Maltese, I was really excited because actually Malta's mentioned. Yay! Viva Malta! So yeah, that was really fun. As with the previous Jack West Jr. novels, this book contains a number of traps which are really exciting to see how our heroes can get out of it. It's at times really nail-biting. The book also has lots of different twists and cliffhangers from chapter to chapter, where you really want to know what's happening, and that's why it's such a page turner. Also, one of the best and most exciting bits about this book is it features a fantastic cameo by a Matthew Reilly character. I won't say who because that will be spoiling, but just like the Four Legendary Kingdoms featured you know who, ding ding, this book has another great cameo. lips are sealed. This book really goes dark at times, and some of your favorite characters will die. They will die, and they will die in horrific manners, just like things that happened in Scarecrow. So be afraid for your characters, sort of like George R.R. Martin. Be afraid of your characters. That's something that always happens in Matthew Reilly books. You know, main characters can die. So before I get to my final rating for this book, let me know in the comments which is your favourite Matthew Reilly book. And if you haven't read a Matthew Reilly novel, what are you waiting for? But seriously, let me know any other great action adventures that you know, because I always like to try new books. So let me know in the comments and let's talk about it. So in conclusion, I will give this book a 4.5 out of 5. A really fun adventure. As I said, not as good as the previous novel, however it's still really good. You will enjoy it. It's fantastic. I love the interaction between Jack West Jr. and his daughter Lily, and you know, the whole group. And as I mentioned, be afraid because people will die. So yeah, this is just a fun book, and I would recommend Matthew Reilly as an author to anyone who likes action adventures. Definitely check him out. So that's it. I want to thank you all for watching this video. If you did like it, maybe hit that like button. And also, if you're new to the channel and like what you've seen, I do movie reviews, trailer reaction, TV reviews, book reviews, all that stuff. So if you did like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button too. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.